Claimed by many to be the true father of the electric age, brilliant inventor Nikola Tesla discovered the electric alternating current.
Nikola Tesla's invention of the modern AC transmission and distribution system made the electric age possible.
Nikola Tesla, one of history's most famous inventors, was a visionary ahead of his time. This video will reveal 15 of Tesla's most jaw-dropping innovations, ranging from electrical marvels to a death ray that revolutionized the technology of the world as we know it. Not every one of these innovations made it into history, and out of 112 patents to his name, some of them are just too eccentric to even think about. Some stayed secret, buried deep within Tesla's thoughts. Prepare to be shocked by some stunning inventions that will make you reconsider how incredible Tesla really was. Number 15. Tesla COIL. Nikola Tesla's COIL is one of his most remarkable and captivating inventions. It is one of the greatest efforts made by him to establish wireless energy transmission. This electrical engineering marvel has paved the path for several key 20th century electrical breakthroughs, such as televisions and radios. The Tesla COIL runs on a unique system that consists of two fundamental components: the primary and secondary coils, each with its own capacitor, which functions as an electrical energy storage unit similar to a battery. The primary coil is linked to a power source, which charges it sufficiently enough to overcome the air resistance in the space between the two coils, fittingly dubbed the spark gap. This central point generates a magnetic field that rapidly collapses, resulting in the formation of an electric current within the secondary coil. The voltage then leaps between the two coils hundreds of times per second, charging the secondary coil's capacitor until it bursts forth in a dazzling show of electrical current. While the Tesla coil may appear to be an insignificant invention with few practical applications, its impact on our understanding of electricity is tremendous. It has lighted our world and provided inspiration for several advancements. You may have even observed the incredible sight of a Tesla coil in action, which appears to shoot lightning into the air. The Tesla coil is essentially a transformer, a device that generates high voltage, low current, high frequency alternating current energy. Its primary and secondary coils, as well as their capacitors, are connected via the spark gap, which is powered by a high voltage source. The magic happens when the primary coil's capacitor accumulates so much charge that it defies air resistance in the spark gap, triggering a chain reaction. The magnetic field produced, as well as the rapid collapse in electric current in the secondary coil, all contribute to the mesmerizing display of sparks and the discharge of a tremendous burst of electrical current. The Tesla coil's high-frequency voltage can illuminate fluorescent bulbs from several feet away, all without the need for any physical wire connection. This remarkable device, developed by Nikola Tesla's brilliant intellect, paved the way for the limitless possibilities of electrical engineering. Number 14. The death ray. One of the more intriguing statements Tesla made was concerning a notion he referred to as teleforce, which he claimed had the potential to revolutionize warfare. Tesla referred to this innovation as a death beam, a weapon capable of annihilating anything within a 200-mile radius, essentially rendering warfare obsolete. Tesla's claims concerning the death beam drew a lot of attention in the 1930s, especially with World War II looming and Nazi Germany's formidable air force. Tesla's home country, Yugoslavia, even begged him to return and use his invention to combat the Nazi threat. However, there is no substantial proof that Tesla developed the teleforce system successfully. Tesla was facing more urgent obstacles at the time, such as financial troubles. In 1915, he sold his famed Warncliffe Tower plant to pay off debts, and he battled to afford his living expenses in hotels like the Waldorf Astoria and the Governor Clinton. In an unusual twist of fate, Tesla offered one of his inventions as collateral for overdue hotel costs. This device was rumored to be a prototype of his death ray, and it was kept in a hotel vault, complete with a note proclaiming its worth and cautioning against improper handling. Nonetheless, after Tesla's death, the U.S. government gained ownership of his property and documentation, leaving room for speculation about the genuine nature of his innovations. The concept of death rays outlasted Tesla and found its way into a variety of military technology, including the Reagan administration's Star Wars nuclear defense program and modern military laser weapon experiments. Number 13. Earthquake machine. Mostly recognized for his pioneering work in electricity and energy, Tesla also dabbled in an obscure field of research known as his earthquake machine. Tesla began an ambitious project centered on oscillations for energy transfer in 1896. He hoped to build a steam-powered oscillator capable of producing a wide range of frequencies. If these frequencies matched the resonance frequency of a receiving device, the mechanical oscillations would be converted back into electric current. By 1897, Tesla had constructed the device, and in 1898 he supposedly managed to cause large oscillations in his laboratory in New York. The shaking was so strong that frightened neighbors phoned the police and an ambulance, anticipating an earthquake. Tesla's intention was not to instill fear, but rather to demonstrate the might of his technology. Tesla detailed the incident to reporter Alan L. Benson in a piece published in the World Today magazine. He described fastening his tiny vibrator to a steel beam of a half-completed Wall Street building. Tesla envisioned employing his invention's waves for peaceful causes. One gadget would transform power into vibrations, which would then be sent to a second device via the Earth. The oscillations would then be converted back into electricity by the receiving device for local usage. Tesla did, however, note a potential risk. If the machine generated enough power, it may resonate with the Earth's inherent frequency, perhaps producing earthquakes. Despite this risk, Tesla believed that with proper supervision, his invention might be used to avert earthquakes, making it an instrument for destruction as well as preservation. Tesla investigated utilizing smaller versions of his invention to collect energy from the Earth and avert earthquakes in the 1930s. Unfortunately, the telegeodynamics technology was never developed past the prototype level. The gadget lacked the power needed to transport energy across long distances, and the dampening effect of structures and the Earth's subsoil proved too powerful. Nonetheless, Tesla's theories had some value. He also intended to use the oscillations produced by his apparatus for subsurface exploration. Tesla's notion entailed sending waves into the Earth and analyzing their reflections to develop a model of the subterranean, similar to modern seismology procedures. This approach is still used today to better comprehend the Earth's subsurface. Number 12. Alternating current. As we already know, Nikola Tesla's most notable contribution to humanity was his influence on the invention of alternating current. While he is not the only inventor of alternating current, his contribution to its advancement cannot be overstated. During their collaboration in the 1880s, Tesla's ardent support for alternating current power was met with vehement opposition by Thomas Edison. Edison was a passionate supporter of direct current, believing that alternating current was more dangerous. This schism sparked a highly public war of the currents, with George Westinghouse emerging as the alternating current's steadfast defender. Westinghouse recognized Tesla's induction motor's potential and integrated it into his alternating current system, opposing Edison's beliefs. This conflict culminated in the alternating current's victory, which is often regarded as Tesla's crowning achievement. Although he did not originate AC, he was instrumental in making it widely available and efficient. Alternating current power transformed long-distance electricity transmission, making it significantly more practicable. Westinghouse saw the importance of Tesla's alternating current patents and utilized them to win the contract to light the Chicago World's Fair. Their achievement was astounding since they provided power for roughly $150,000, which was much less than what it would have cost with direct current. While Tesla did not invent AC, his efforts were critical in making it easier to use, too. He had previously collaborated with Thomas Edison to determine the limitations of direct current powerhouses. Tesla's revolutionary invention was the polyphase alternating current system, which included generators, motors, and transformers. He had 40 important U.S. patents linked to this technique, which was acquired by George Westinghouse, ushering in broad electrical use, initially across the country and then globally. Nikola Tesla's involvement in improving alternating current had an enormous impact on the modern world's electrical engineering. Number 11. The thought camera. Nikola Tesla, noted for his original ideas and groundbreaking inventions, allegedly considered the prospect of capturing one's thoughts with a device dubbed the thought camera. He presented this intriguing thought to reporters at the Kansas City Journal-Post in 1933. Tesla's theory was based on the concept that thoughts might produce a similar image on the retina, almost as a reflex movement. He suggested that with the right equipment, illuminating this quality and photographing these mental representations would be possible. These images, once recorded, might be projected onto a screen using traditional means. If this can be done successfully, he says, then the objects imagined by a person will be clearly reflected on the screen as they form, and every thought of the individual can be read. In Tesla's vision, our thoughts would be like open books, with their contents accessible via this thought capture technology. While Tesla's concept of photographing ideas may appear fanciful, it raises important concerns regarding the intricacies of human cognition and consciousness. Despite the fact that our present understanding of the biological mechanisms underlying thought is limited, Tesla's innovative notion reminds us of the mysteries that continue to surround this essential component of our lives. Number 10. The Tesla Tower. The story of the Tesla Tower, also known as the Warncliffe Tower, was an enthralling tale of ambition and invention that eventually ended in tragedy and obscurity. This massive structure was conceived and built in New York between 1901 and 1902 by Nikola Tesla's creative intellect as a daring experiment in wireless communication. Tesla's ambitious aim for the tower was to do the seemingly impossible: to send telephony, communications, and facsimile images to England and ships traveling the open sea over the immense width of the Atlantic Ocean. His audacious proposal was based on his theories about signal transmission through the Earth itself. The tower was a pinnacle in Tesla's successful career, promising to revolutionize worldwide telecommunications. He acquired the assistance of J.P. Morgan, a renowned financier, with a $150,000 contract to bring his concept to fruition. Morgan was persuaded to take the risk by Tesla's promises of transatlantic Morse code transmissions and long-distance wireless electricity. The construction of the tower began with great zeal. Tesla purchased a large 200-acre Long Island site and enlisted the help of renowned architect Stanford White. They collaborated to create a tall edifice, complete with research laboratories, in the manner of the Italian Renaissance. Tesla's lofty goals, however, ran into a series of roadblocks. Tesla's competitor, Marconi, had made considerable advances in wireless communication, and Tesla claimed patent infringement. The project also ran into financial difficulties, and Morgan, now skeptical, declined to provide additional cash. Despite these failures, Tesla continued, even suggesting a tower layout for low-frequency wave transmission at heights ranging from 300 to 600 feet. Unfortunately, this concept was deemed impracticable and was scrapped. By 1906, Tesla's financial problems and health problems had taken their toll, resulting in a series of mental breakdowns. Warncliffe was abandoned, and the tower's structure deteriorated. However, Russian physicists Leonid and Sergei Plekhanov launched a crowdsourcing campaign to rebuild the tower, and hope for the revival of Tesla's project surfaced. Their concept included cutting-edge solar panels, lightweight building materials, and the ability to transport electricity globally. Hence, Tesla's groundbreaking work in telecommunications laid the framework for today's wireless communication systems. Number 9. Artificial tidal waves. During his lifetime, Nikola Tesla devised various amazing yet potentially lethal weapons, one of which was the artificial tidal wave. Tesla's objective for this innovation was to construct the ultimate defense system against opposing navies, rendering even the most powerful battleships ineffective. His idea centered around the use of teleautomatons, or autonomous gadgets, to pilot large volumes of high-explosive material close to opposing naval fleets and then detonate them. According to Tesla's calculations, the resulting collapsing gas bubble from the explosion would cause tidal waves to reach heights of more than hundreds of feet. These huge waves would have been capable of sinking his era's largest dreadnoughts. Tesla's objective for such creations was to harness the power of science to prevent conflict. The New York World covered another of Tesla's military breakthroughs, wireless telegraphy, in 1907. This device would remotely detonate high-explosive detonations at sea, generating massive tidal surges capable of destroying whole opposing fleets. The publication claimed that the simulated tidal wave would render navies ineffective, comparing them to paper boats floating in bathtubs. Furthermore, it predicted that the horrors of such a weapon would speed the arrival of universal peace. Tesla's ideas were both visionary and disturbing, suggesting the possibility of massive destruction as well as the search for peace through scientific methods. Number 8. The SHADOWGRAPH. Nikola Tesla's voyage into the field of X-ray technology is a result of both inspiration and creativity. A fire devastated his New York laboratory in the year 1895, restricting his scientific efforts, but it did not extinguish his curiosity. That same year, German scientist Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen demonstrated the world's first X-ray, a momentous achievement that earned him the renowned Nobel Prize in 1901. The scientific community was shocked by Röntgen's finding, which sparked renewed interest in the possibilities of this revolutionary technology. Inspired by Röntgen's pioneering work, Tesla set out on his own quest to harness the power of X-rays. He set out to construct his own version of this breakthrough technology, armed only with a vacuum tube. Tesla accomplished a spectacular feat in the year 1896 when he created what is thought to be America's first X-ray image, an image of a shoe with a foot inside. This was a huge advancement in the field of medical imaging. Tesla's innovation, known as the SHADOWGRAPH, was a game-changer. It allowed X-ray beams to flow through the human body, forming a clear silhouette of the area under investigation. While Röntgen was the inventor of X-rays, Tesla's SHADOWGRAPH innovation raised and polished the technique, making the images crisper and more exact. Although Röntgen is credited with the invention of X-ray films, sometimes known as shadow-graphs, there is overwhelming evidence that Tesla was actively engaged in similar research. Unfortunately, Tesla's substantial work in this field was destroyed by the fire that destroyed his laboratory. Nikola Tesla made significant advances in X-ray technology. He may have created the first X-ray image in the United States, intending to catch a portrait of Mark Twain at first. However, the resulting image of the camera lens adjustment screw rather than Twain suggested the enormous possibilities of this innovative technique. Following Röntgen's seminal discovery, Tesla's SHADOWGRAPH ushered in a new era in X-ray imaging, casting light on the hidden mysteries of the human body and providing crucial insights into the clinical world. Number 7. Magnifying transmitter. The magnifying transmitter by Nikola Tesla is a unique innovation that digs into the field of wireless electrical energy transfer. Tesla's pursuit of wireless energy transfer led to the invention of the Tesla COIL, which was a vital step in the construction of the magnifying transmitter. It is essentially a high-power harmonic oscillator, which is a component of the Tesla coil's electrical circuit. Tesla envisioned it as a versatile tool that could operate at a variety of frequencies, ranging from a few cycles per second to several thousand. This adaptability enabled it to generate currents of tremendous volume at low pressure or low amperage at high electromotive force. The magnifying transmitter worked by charging a capacitor from the secondary of a high-voltage transformer and then discharging it via an air gap. To achieve wireless energy transfer, Tesla integrated a second transformer into the design. To transmit energy wirelessly, the transmitter relied on interruptions in the charge of the ground and air. The magnifying transmitter's history begins in 1895, when the first prototype was built in New York City. Tesla built a larger version of the transmitter at Colorado Springs in 1899. This huge transmitter was 51 feet in diameter and produced electrical discharges up to 100 feet long at a potential of 3.5 to 4 million volts. Tesla chose Colorado Springs because of its geomagnetic activity and the presence of a polyphase alternating current power distribution system. The experiments there were revolutionary, with sparks visible from the ground to people's feet, and even creating electrical sparks in the local water main. The generation of terrestrial standing waves was one of Tesla's significant breakthroughs with the magnifying transmitter. he discovered a fundamental Earth resonance frequency of 11.78 Hz, which was slightly higher than the Schumann resonance of 7.3 Hz. The magnifying transmitter is not a standard Tesla coil, but it does have unique properties. It is made of a short, thick main inductor and a longer secondary inductor with a tighter connection. Tesla also included a third inductor known as the extra coil, which was critical to the device's functionality. This remarkable technology was capable of transmitting currents sufficient to light over 200 incandescent lamps worldwide. Its mission was to collect energy from diverse sources, magnify it by combining it with the energy of the sun, and disseminate it over the Earth. Number 6. Induction motor. The intriguing story of Nikola Tesla's voyage into the world of innovation leads us to the induction motor, an invention that revolutionized our daily lives. The credit for this miracle, like many of Tesla's innovations, was disputed, and in this case, Tesla surpassed the Italian inventor Galileo Ferraris, who was working on a similar device. In the year 1885, Galileo Ferraris presented his concept of an electromagnetic induction engine to Tesla. Tesla, on the other hand, was quick to register his patents, cementing his legacy as the inventor of the first AC commutator-free three-phase induction motor. In the year 1888, while designing an alternating current power system, George Westinghouse recognized the potential of Tesla's idea and licensed his patents. This was a watershed moment in the history of electrical engineering. Tesla's induction motor, a true engineering marvel, is powered by electromagnets. This technology, with its revolving magnetic field, powers everyday household devices like vacuum cleaners, hair dryers, and power tools. Tesla's concept simplified the operation of machinery and continues to power our modern conveniences today. The induction motor is yet another evidence of Nikola Tesla's genius. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Here's an image from the Nikola Tesla Museum located in Belgrade, Serbia, showing a strange machine, perhaps a brainchild of Tesla. It looks to be some sort of an engine with several interlinked compartments. Perhaps it was some sort of a combustion engine. Or maybe it is a sort of generator to produce electricity. Or even better, it's one of Tesla's many eccentric ideas that never got to reach completion. What do you think it could be? Let us know in the comments. Number 5. Remote control. Nikola Tesla introduced a remarkable invention that changed the course of history in 1898 at Madison Square Garden. This was the invention of the radio-controlled torpedo boat. This extraordinary event was the world's first demonstration of wireless remote control, and it sent shockwaves across the public. Some witnesses suspected Tesla of utilizing mind control. Tesla's idea was described in full in his patent titled Method and Apparatus for Controlling Mechanism of Moving Vessels or Vehicles. Tesla demonstrated how radio waves may be used to remotely trigger switches and direct vehicle movement without the use of physical wires or connections in this patent. It was a groundbreaking idea. While Tesla envisioned a wide range of applications for his remote-controlled robots, from object transfer to remote investigation of inaccessible locations, he was particularly interested in his invention's military potential. He claimed that the certain and unlimited destructiveness of technology may promote world peace by discouraging nations from going to war. In the First World War, the Germans used a remote-controlled motorboat loaded with explosives and hooked to an unspooling cable. This early military use of remote control laid the groundwork for further developments during the Second World War, when the Russians, Germans, and Americans used radio-controlled tanks, bombers, and guided missiles. As technology evolved, the commercial sector began to investigate more consumer-friendly remote control applications. Zenith launched the Flashmatic, the first real wireless television remote, in 1955, allowing viewers to switch the TV on or off, change stations, and mute the sound by putting direct light on photoelectric cells. Later on, at Zenith, Robert Adler introduced the Space Command remote, which used ultrasonic sound waves. Adler's remote solved some of the problems that previous models had, and it swiftly supplanted the Flashmatic. The subsequent decades saw a steady evolution in remote control technology, with the advent of infrared technology, programmable remotes, and eventually, the incorporation of smartphones as universal remote controls. Smartphones and applications have revolutionized the concept of remote control, allowing us to control a wide range of devices with ease. We continue to see advances that build on Tesla's initial concept in the ever-expanding field of remote control technology. The legacy of remote control carries on, from changing house thermostats to operating security systems, making our lives more comfortable and linked than ever before. Number 4. Radio. The history of radio, which is typically assigned to Guglielmo Marconi, is a fascinating one, with Nikola Tesla at its center. While Marconi's claim about the invention of the radio is well known, it is necessary to dive further into history to uncover Tesla's contributions. Tesla was already making advances in the transmission and receiving of radio signals with his coils by the mid-1890s. Surprisingly, his experiments predated Marconi's 1896 patent for wireless telegraphy. In early 1895, Tesla's vision was on the edge of a breakthrough when he planned to send a radio signal 50 miles from his Manhattan lab to West Point, New York. However, calamity came when a fire overtook Tesla's laboratory, destroying his work. Tesla had found the power of his coils in broadcasting and receiving radio signals prior to the fire, adjusting them to resonate at exact frequencies. This understanding had the potential to reshape communication. While Tesla was rebuilding his research, Guglielmo Marconi, a young Italian experimenter, was making waves in England by obtaining the first wireless telegraphy patent. Interestingly, when Marconi performed long-distance demonstrations, he used a Tesla oscillator to send signals over the English Channel, demonstrating Tesla's achievements. Tesla's radio notion was not the same as Marconi's. When compared to Marconi's dual-circuit approach, Tesla's system had several circuits, increasing its impact and effectiveness. It is worth mentioning that Marconi claimed ownership of early radio patents, effectively overshadowing Tesla's achievements. It wasn't until 1943 that Marconi's patents were declared null and void, thereby recognizing Tesla's legitimate role as a radio pioneer. Nonetheless, the world remembers Marconi as the father of radio, frequently neglecting Tesla's groundbreaking achievement. In essence, Nikola Tesla's brilliance left an ineradicable effect on how we communicate and interact with the world. Number 3. Hydroelectric power. One of Nikola Tesla's most astounding inventions in the world of innovation was the Adams Power Station, a true monument to his collaboration with George Westinghouse. It was the genesis of the world's first hydroelectric power plant, and the narrative behind it is nothing short of incredible. Consider harnessing the massive power of Niagara Falls, one of North America's most spectacular natural wonders. Tesla's brilliant imagination made this ambitious concept a reality. It all started with a competition organized by the International Niagara Falls Commission to find a way to harness this massive power source. Entries from all across the world poured in, including Thomas Edison's suggestion for delivering direct current electricity. The leader of the commission, Lord Kelvin, was, however, enthralled by Westinghouse Electric's AC demonstration at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. He noticed the possibilities and tasked Westinghouse and Tesla with designing an alternating current gearbox system. The journey was difficult and costly, so investors were skeptical. Nonetheless, Tesla remained steadfast in his view that success was unavoidable. The Adams Power Plant transformer house then blazed to life on the 16th of November, 1896, sending electricity soaring into Buffalo, New York. 10 more generators quickly followed, energizing New York City's huge metropolis. This work signaled the beginning of the first power plant after he was chosen by the Niagara Falls Commission to develop hydroelectric power generation, utilizing his alternating current technology. It lit the planet and provided power to millions of people. This momentous accomplishment demonstrates the profound impact Nikola Tesla's inventions have had on humanity. Number 2. Tesla turbine. Nikola Tesla's venture into turbine technology is a story of visionary brilliance in the world of innovation. Inspired by the success of piston engines in automobiles, Tesla set out to construct his own one-of-a-kind turbine-style engine that would leave an everlasting impression on the world of engineering. Tesla's turbine, also known as the boundary layer turbine or cohesion-type turbine, distinguished itself from traditional designs. It had a distinguishing feature: it was bladeless. Rather than the typical blades, Tesla's invention utilized smooth discs, smoothly rotating within a chamber, generating momentum by a unique process. Despite its revolutionary potential, Tesla's turbine did not receive the worldwide attention it deserved. This was an unusual turn of events, given the obvious advantages it offered over regular turbines. Tesla's design was not only more scalable and cost-effective to construct, but it also displayed exceptional efficiency, with 3,600 revolutions per minute and a powerful 675 horsepower. The emergence of piston engines in the automobile sector inspired Tesla's creative approach to engine development. His turbine-style engine used combustion to propel the discs, and it reached an incredible fuel efficiency rate of up to 90%. This degree of efficiency was comparable to some of the latest turbines on the market today. Tesla's imaginative spirit did not end with the bladeless turbine. He also developed a piston engine that used combustion to rotate discs, powering automobiles. This was a considerable shift from his time's inefficient blade-dependent turbines. Tesla's design used the power of centrifugal pumps made up of many discs to move fluid along the path of least resistance. Its operation was based on adhesion rather than friction, resulting in a high level of efficiency. Tesla's turbine ideas still stand out in engineering history. Number 1. Neon lights. The story of neon lights is a fascinating voyage of innovation and progress in the world of illumination, with Nikola Tesla playing a vital part. While Tesla did not invent neon lights, he did have a significant impact on their evolution. The neon light period began in 1910 when Frenchman Georges Claude stunned the world with 38-foot-long neon tube lights at the Paris Motor Show. However, Heinrich Geissler, a German glassblower and physicist, had previously investigated the concept of illuminating gases within glass tubes in the mid-19th century. By running an electric current through these gas-filled tubes, such as argon, he was able to generate neon-like phenomena. This is where Tesla's brilliance came into play. He had some of Geissler's tubes and saw that they lighted in a pattern when he changed the frequency of his coil. This fortuitous discovery coincided with Tesla's enthusiasm for wireless energy. He demonstrated discharge lights that shone without the use of typical electrodes or wires at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893. While Tesla did not claim to have invented fluorescent or neon lights, he did considerably improve both. His most famous achievement was the invention of the first neon sign. Tesla exhibited the magical potential of neon light signs at the same 1893 fair, demonstrating their power to build unique designs and even form words. Tesla's neon lamp is still a hallmark of his creativity today. It was an advancement in neon light technology that allowed for the production of words and elaborate designs. Tesla's pioneering attitude and ability to illuminate the world in a new and captivating way has resulted in neon lamps decorating the facades of pubs, casinos, hotels, and innumerable highway signs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.